Okay, so let's talk a bit about this potential product here. This is the MetaQuest 3S. Now, we're going to get into specifics and whatnot, but before I do, I'd like to mention take this with a grain of salt for now, okay? Nothing has officially been said too much about this. We believe that could be correct information, but that could entirely be like a misleading situation. So let's actually get into it, shall we? What we're looking at right now are the alleged specs of the MetaQuest 3S. Qualcomm Snapdragon XR2 Gen 2 single fast switch LCD at 1832 by 1920 per eye, that 20 ppd, 90 hertz slash 120 hertz refresh rate. Now that's technically what the MetaQuest 3 supports right now. Let's see. Okay, three fractional lenses. I'm not sure if I necessarily like that because I don't think that the pancake lenses. I think that the lenses from the Quest 2. I'm not really sure. Someone correct me if I'm wrong because I didn't really get into VR until the MetaQuest 3, so I could be wrong about that. MetaQuest 2 style glasses spacer. For those of you guys that don't know, the MetaQuest 3 has it built in, but the MetaQuest 2 you actually had to take a thing off of your headset, the front cover thing, and then place a spacer there and then put it back for glasses. And MetaQuest Touch Plus controllers, meaning controllers and whatnot. You know, the regular controllers you get. Touch Plus seems interesting. So let's see about that, I guess. Let's see. And then 4 IR tracking cameras, 2 4 megapixel 18 ppd RGB pass-through cameras. No, so it's going to be color cameras. That's cool at least. 2 IR illuminated for depth sensing. And then it also says MetaQuest 3 software features such as automated space setup, inside out body tracking, and multi-model tracking. Now, like I said, take this all with kind of a grain of salt, okay? Because we know, I'm talking we as in the community, we know some of this is going to be the case per se, but we don't know if for sure all of it. We don't know pricing. We don't know stuff like that. Although I can say that my personal opinion, the 3S, it's weird, right? Because, okay, so I come from like having iPhones and all that stuff, right? Now, to me, S from the iPhone word it means like a generational gap type thing, or even the PlayStation. They had the PS4s and PS4 Pros and PS5. And then at one point, the iPhone had the iPhone 4, iPhone 4, iPhone 4S, then iPhone 5, maybe? Well, anyway, so when I originally heard MetaQuest 3S, I initially think bump in specs, like maybe one of those midway bump in specs type thing. I don't usually think, oh, cheaper alternative. But with that said, how many of you guys are excited for the cheaper alternative? It means more and more people will be able to get into the Meta Quest 3 ecosystem. And by cheaper version, we don't know the prices yet, but based on I'm solely going based on the specs listed here, that it will be a cheaper version. That's what I'm going on, okay? In case you're curious how I came to that conclusion. But I'll be honest, I am not mad at a cheaper version. Like I said, more people will get into the MetaQuest 3 ecosystem, and guess what? If the MetaQuest 3, if more people are into it, more companies will make stuff for it, be it newer accessories for it, be it newer games for it, whatnot. So definitely, and even new apps, new like productivity apps, new gaming games, things like that. So let me know your thoughts entirely on this whole MetaQuest 3S type thing. Also, let me know also if you guys have a MetaQuest 3 or do you still have a MetaQuest 2? And most importantly, if you have a MetaQuest 2, whenever this MetaQuest 3S comes out, do you think it will be the motivation you need to upgrade to the 3S, or would you rather just upgrade to the 3 instead, like save up some extra money to get some quote unquote better specs? Definitely let me know your thoughts on all of that because I really, really want to know your guys' opinion on this, especially if you have the MetaQuest 2, because it seems to have a lot in common with the MetaQuest 2. Although, see, because the MetaQuest 2, I believe, can technically reach 120 hertz. Definitely let me know if I'm wrong about that. The MetaQuest 2, though, does not have RGB pass-through cameras. I believe it's in black and white. Again, let me know about that. I could be entirely wrong. But yeah, MetaQuest 200, is this enough of an upgrade to support going to the 3S? And yeah, with that said, I will catch you guys in the future. Later.